Welcome back to Horoscope TV. I'm just so thrilled to jump right into this
Well,
one.
me too. It is a really exciting week.
It really is. This episode is entirely dedicated to you, the hardworking Capricorn. And we are looking at the week of August 3 to August 9, 2026.
Yes, and you definitely want to pay attention to this.
Exactly. Now, why do you need to stick around for this exact episode? Because this week is going to be an absolute, a massive balancing act.
A huge one.
Yeah, you are going to be balancing crushing it in your public professional life and finally taking care of your private emotional needs.
Which is always a struggle for Capricorns.
Right. So if you want to know how to score a major career win while actually letting yourself have some guilt-free fun, this is the episode for you.
It is a genuinely fascinating week for the Capricorn energy. I mean, truly.
It really is. So do you have the charts ready?
I do. I have the astrological charts pulled up right in front of me, and we are going to look very closely at the astro data today. We will map out where all the planets are moving, how they are bumping into each other, and what that friction or harmony actually means for you.
Right, getting into the real details.
Exactly. By taking a magnifying glass to these charts, we can analyze exactly what you can expect in love, work, money, and your physical health over these next few days.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because I know for a fact that when a Capricorn hears the words guilt-free fun, they usually start sweating.
Yeah, they really do.
It sounds like an oxymoron to them. It just does not compute.
No, it is not in their usual vocabulary at all.
So let's start right at the foundation of the week. We are looking at August 3 to August 5. What exactly is happening up in the sky that is going to force our favorite workaholics to actually take a break?
Well, the week kicks off on August 3 with a major event. Chiron begins its retrograde motion in the sign of Taurus.
Okay, wait, let's break down what that actually means for everyone listening, starting with Chiron.
Sure. So in astrology, Chiron is known as the wounded healer.
The wounded healer. That sounds pretty intense.
It is. The name comes from an old myth about a centaur who was an amazing teacher and healer, but he got struck by a poisoned arrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And because of the type of magic involved, he could heal anyone else in the world, but he could never heal his own wound.
That is tragic. But I mean, it makes a lot of sense when you think about human nature.
How so?
We are always so good at giving advice to our friends, but we cannot seem to fix our own problems,
Exactly. That is the perfect way to put it. So in your astrological chart, wherever Chiron sits is where you carry a deep, old hurt. A hurt that feels almost impossible to fix.
Right. And right now, Chiron is in the sign of Taurus, you said.
Yes. Now, when a planet, or in this case a comet, goes retrograde, it means that from our viewpoint here on Earth, it looks like it has stopped moving forward.
Oh, and it looks like it is going backward in the sky, right?
Exactly. It is an optical illusion, like when you pass a slower car on the highway, and for a second, it looks like the other car is rolling backward.
Right, because the Earth is just moving faster on its track around the sun.
Exactly. But symbolically, this backward motion in the sky forces us to look backward in our own lives. It makes us review things we have ignored.
I see. So it brings up the past.
Yes. And because this backward spin is happening in Taurus, the focus is entirely on the themes that Taurus rules.
Which are what, exactly?
Things like creative expression, physical joy, comfort, and your inner child.
Okay, and Taurus is an Earth sign, right? Just like Capricorn.
Yes, they are both earth signs. But where Capricorn is the earth of a high mountain peak, cold, ambitious, and hard to climb, Taurus is different.
How so?
Taurus is the earth of a lush, warm garden. It is about simple pleasures.
Oh, I like that comparison. So the charts are basically dragging all those old, uncomfortable feelings about how we experience joy right up to the surface.
They are, yeah. And then on August 5, the moon also enters Taurus.
And the moon rules our daily emotions, right?
Exactly. It rules our emotions and our moods. So when it moves into that same warm garden of Taurus, it brings a very grounded, calm energy to your day.
That sounds nice, though. Where is the problem?
Well, here is the friction, and here is how this specifically impacts the listener. Capricorns are famous for working hard.
Oh, definitely. They are the responsible ones.
Right. You are the person holding the entire team together at the office, and probably holding your family together at home, too.
That is classic Capricorn energy.
But the astro data shows that you are carrying a crushing amount of stress right now from overworking.
I can totally see that.
You have this heavy, awful feeling of guilt whenever you try to just sit down and relax.
Yes. I see this constantly with my Capricorn friends. It sounds like you are a smartphone running on a 1% battery, and you actually feel guilty for plugging yourself into the charger.
That is a brilliant analogy.
Hmm.
That is exactly what it feels like.
But I want to push back on this a little bit. If we are talking about a sign that measures their entire self-worth by what they produce, how can they just play when they have a massive to-do list?
That is the big challenge.
I mean, if you tell a Capricorn to go have fun, they will turn having fun into a highly scheduled job. They will, like, make a spreadsheet for their relaxation.
They absolutely will.
So won't forcing them to take their eyes off the prize just make them more anxious?
Well, what's fascinating here is that the universe is not asking you to abandon your goals at all.
Oh, it's not.
Not at all. The universe is demanding that you heal those old wounds so you can actually survive the goals you have set for yourself.
Okay, that makes more sense.
You mentioned the smartphone battery. Charging a battery isn't just about plugging it into the wall. It's about leaving the phone alone while it charges.
Right. If you are playing a game on it while it is plugged in, it takes forever to charge.
Exactly. If a Capricorn tries to play, but they are secretly checking emails under the table, the screen is still on. They are still draining power.
I get it now.
That August 5 moon in Taurus provides the stubborn, slow energy you need to actually turn the screen off.
They just need to power down completely.
Yes, relaxing is not a distraction for you this week. It is a biological requirement for the success that the charts show coming later.
Okay, so it is strategic rest. You have to rest to get strong.
Exactly.
If you are running on 1%, you cannot handle the big career wins. But wait, how does this inward-looking healing energy affect their love life early in the week?
It might create a few bumps, honestly.
Really? Because if they are dealing with all this old hurt, are they going to be miserable to date?
Well, in romance, this Chiron retrograde in Taurus might bring up deep insecurities about being vulnerable.
That makes sense. Capricorns hate feeling vulnerable.
Right, because you were so used to being the strong one, the provider, the rock. Letting a partner just take care of you can feel terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Having simple, silly fun without a goal can feel super unnatural to them.
Exactly. You might start wondering if you are doing enough to earn your place in the relationship.
That is so sad, but so true for them.
The charts are telling you that you need to remind yourself very clearly that you deserve love exactly as you are.
Just for existing.
Yes, you do not have to earn love by paying the bills, working hard, or fixing your partner's problems.
Yep.
You are allowed to just exist.
Wow, that is a tough pill to swallow for someone who loves to be useful. Just being is enough.
It is tough, but it is necessary.
But it makes perfect sense because it perfectly sets up our transition into the middle of the week.
Yes, it really does.
Because once you actually surrender to that rest, and once you find that inner peace from the Taurus energy, your mind clears up.
Exactly.
When your mind clears up, the charts show a massive career peak. We're looking at August 6 and August 7 now.
This is where things get really exciting.
Right. You have rested, you have healed the inner child, and now it is time to build lasting wealth. So what exactly is happening in the career sector?
The absolute best news of the week comes on August 6th when Venus enters Libra.
Okay, Venus in Libra. Let's analyze the mechanics of this for the listener.
Sure. So Venus is the planet of attraction, beauty, art, and value. And Libra is the zodiac sign of balance, fairness, and partnerships.
Okay, so planet of attraction meets sign of balance.
Right. But what is very important to note is that Venus actually rules Libra. Venus is the boss of Libra.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so when a planet goes into a sign it rules, it is like a person coming back to their own home.
Ah, they're comfortable.
Exactly. They are comfortable, they are powerful, and they can do whatever they want.
So Venus is completely relaxed and operating at maximum power.
Yes. For you, Capricorn, this specific movement lights up the career sector of your chart.
Oh, wow. That sounds great.
It is. Venus in Libra makes you look incredibly appealing to your bosses, your clients, and authority figures.
So you will just naturally charm the whole office.
You really will. You will just have this aura of perfect balance and fairness that people are drawn to.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though.
Why is that?
Because Capricorns are usually respected for their endless hard work, their discipline, and, well, maybe their strict management style.
Very true.
But they are not usually known for their charm, you know? They aren't the office cheerleaders.
No, they certainly are not.
But with Venus here, it is like they get a sprinkle of magic dust.
It is exactly like magic dust.
Yeah.
It softens your rough edges. It makes your hard work look effortless and highly appealing.
That is an amazing combination.
People will deeply respect your fair approach to business right now. Because of this natural charm, August 6th is the absolute perfect time to negotiate better terms for yourself.
Really? Like asking for a raise?
Yes, if you need a raise, if you want more vacation days, or if you are eyeing a better office, ask for it now. Do not wait.
Just go for it.
Exactly. People actively want to say yes to you when Venus is in this position. And then the energy gets even stronger.
Wait, it gets better than that.
It does. On August 7, the Sun in Leo makes a supportive trine to Saturn in Aries.
Okay, let's break down the mechanics of a trine for the listener, because that sounds like technical jargon. A trine is a specific angle between two planets, right?
Yes, a trine means two planets are exactly 120 degrees apart in the sky.
So like a third of a circle?
Exactly. Imagine a circle divided into 3 equal pieces. That is a trine. In astrology, this is the luckiest, most harmonious angle possible.
Okay, so they are playing really nice together.
Yes, it means the two planets are working together in perfect, smooth harmony. It's like a river flowing downhill. There is no resistance at all.
Got it. So who are the players here?
Well, Saturn is your ruling planet, Capricorn.
Yeah.
It represents your core nature, which is discipline, rules, structure, and time.
Yeah. And where is Saturn right now?
Saturn is currently in Aries, which is a fast, fiery sign. And the Sun is in Leo, which is another powerful, bright fire sign.
So the sun is basically shining a massive spotlight on your ruling planet.
More than a spotlight, it is actively feeding it energy.
Oh, wow.
Because the sun is pure life force and vitality. When the bright, powerful sun in Leo flows smoothly into your ruling planet of discipline, it gives you superhuman endurance.
Superhuman endurance.
Yes. You will have the sheer willpower and focus to sit down and finish tough, complicated, behind-the-scenes tasks that anyone else would just give up on.
That sounds like a total superpower. But wait, I have a question.
Sure. What is it?
Earlier, you told us that Monday and Tuesday are all about resting, stopping the workaholic tendencies, and healing the inner child.
I did.
Now, on Wednesday and Thursday, you were telling us to charm the boss, negotiate raises, and use superhuman endurance to crush difficult tasks.
That's right.
Isn't that a massive contradiction? I mean, how does a burnt-out Capricorn suddenly pivot to being an office powerhouse in just 24 hours?
That is a brilliant question, and it is the exact reason why the rest on Monday is mandatory.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Desperation is never charming. Exhaustion is never charming. If you walk into a boss's office to ask for a raise on Wednesday, and your eyes are bloodshot and your hands are shaking from coffee and stress, well, Venus cannot help you.
Yeah, nobody wants to give a raise to someone who looks like they are about to snap.
Exactly. The charm of Venus in Libra comes from balance and calm. By resting and doing the emotional work early in the week, you create the steady foundation that allows this career magic to actually work.
Ah, I see. The rest is the fuel for the charm.
Exactly. And to add to this, there is one more amazing piece of astro data for this time.
Another one this week is stacked.
It really is. On August 7th, there is an event called a benefic enclosure happening in the sign of Gemini.
A benefic enclosure, what does that mean in plain English?
To analyze this simply, a benefic enclosure happens when a planet or a specific area of your chart gets sandwiched between two good planets, usually Venus and Jupiter.
So you are stuck between two lucky planets.
Right. It basically creates a protective bubble of good luck.
Mm.
For Capricorn, this bubble surrounds your daily work routines and all your communications with your coworkers.
Oh, that is amazing.
It is like you are walking through the office with a lucky shield around you. Mistakes you make will just be ignored, and your good ideas will be amplified.
I love the idea of an invisible lucky shield at work. But how does all this charm and endurance translate to money in the bank?
It translates very well.
Does this career boost bring actual cash or just a pat on the back? Because Capricorns want the cash.
Oh, it brings real, tangible cash. Venus entering Libra on August 6th brings a direct, literal boost to your income.
Really? That fast?
Yes. Because Venus rules value and money, this could be a promotion, a new client, or a very successful career move that comes with a significant pay bump.
That is incredible news.
But that Sun and Saturn connection on August 7 is what is really perfect for big, long-term money moves.
What kind of long-term moves?
This is not just about a quick bonus check that you spend on a weekend trip. Saturn is about time and structure.
Right. They like the big picture.
Exactly. This is the energy you use to secure a commercial loan for a new business, pay off a huge chunk of a 30-year mortgage, or finally organize family inheritance documents.
So it is about the long game, which is the most Capricorn thing ever.
It really is.
They love a 5-year plan. They love a 10-year plan, honestly.
They do. And this raises a very important point about the charts this week. Building lasting wealth isn't just about the actual cash sitting in your bank account today.
What else is it about?
It is about building a solid reputation. The way you handle yourself with Venus in Libra, being fair, being diplomatic, being reliable when everyone else is stressed out,
Yeah.
that builds a professional reputation that will literally pay you back
Yeah.
for decades to come. Your name and your integrity become your greatest financial assets.
That makes total sense. People do business with people they like and trust.
Exactly.
And speaking of liking people, I want to point out the romantic side of Venus entering Libra on August 6th.
Yes, let's look at that.
Looking at these charts, it seems like you will suddenly be super attracted to people who are just as ambitious and career-driven as you are.
You really will be.
It is like power recognizes power. If you are a single Capricorn, you might catch the eye of someone who is really crushing it in their own field.
And if you are already coupled up,
Well, if you are already coupled up, this is a phenomenal time to sit down at the kitchen table and plan a big shared future together.
I agree completely. For a Capricorn, ambition is a highly attractive quality.
Oh, for
You
sure.
want a partner who understands your drive, not someone who complains that you work too much. Venus in Libra will help you find that balance between love and ambition.
But a climb to the top of the mountain is rarely without a few falling rocks, right? Even with that lucky benefic enclosure shield we talked about.
That is very true.
I want to look closely at the specific challenges the charts predict for this week because no week is perfectly smooth and we need to be prepared.
Let's do it.
Let's navigate some of these office clashes and talk about how to protect your peace of mind. We are looking at August 4 and August 7 for this.
Right. We have to rewind slightly to Tuesday, August 4, because there is a very tricky transit happening there.
Okay, what is happening on Tuesday?
Mars, which is the planet of action, war, and conflict, is currently in the sign of Gemini. And on this day, it is sitting exactly opposite to Lilith.
Lilith. I'm not sure everyone knows what that is.
Right, so Lilith is not a planet. It is a mathematical point in the sky that represents raw, untamed, rebellious energy.
Oh, like the wild side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It represents the parts of us that refuse to be controlled. When Mars sits opposite Lilith, it creates a massive tug of war.
A tug of war between aggressive action and rebellious refusal. That sounds like a recipe for a disaster.
It is. And for you, Capricorn, this transit warns of a sudden, loud argument with a coworker or a partner.
About what?
Because this is happening on the Gemini axis, which deals with communication and exchange, the charts point specifically to an argument about how money or resources should be spent.
Oh boy. Money fights at work are the worst.
They are.
So you might have a coworker who wants to blow the entire quarterly budget on a huge flashy marketing campaign. And you, being the practical Capricorn, want to put it in savings or spend it on upgrading the office servers so they don't crash.
That is the exact scenario. Mars opposite Lilith can make people act incredibly stubborn, petty, and rebellious, just for the sake of being rebellious.
So how do they handle it?
The strong advice from the astro data here is to absolutely avoid getting sucked into a power struggle. Do not let your ego get dragged into a screaming match over the budget on August 4.
Just walk away.
Just state your practical case clearly, document it in an email, and step back. Because if you engage in the fight, it will just drain all the energy you need for that big career push later in the week.
It sounds to me like two people trying to steer a huge ship in completely opposite directions while the heavy metal anchor is still dropped down in the mud.
Oh, that is a great image.
Yeah, like there is a lot of noise, the engine is roaring, water is splashing everywhere, but nobody is actually going anywhere. You are just wearing out the engine.
That is a brilliant way to picture it. You are just burning fuel for no reason.
Right.
And that drain on your mental energy is critical to note because on August 7th, the moon enters Gemini.
Okay, and what does the Gemini moon do?
Now, Gemini is an air sign. It is fast, it is curious, and it is easily distracted. When the moon, which rules our emotions, goes into Gemini, it always brings a massive rush of mental activity.
Oh, the overthinking phase.
Yes. Your brain might feel like a computer web browser with 50 tabs open at the same time, and music is playing from one of them, and you don't know which one.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
It is very overwhelming.
So on top of the big career moves, you might be overthinking that stupid argument from Tuesday, or worrying about your big projects, or wondering if you said the wrong thing in a meeting.
Exactly.
This rush of thoughts could easily spiral into a panic attack or severe anxiety.
It easily could.
So how do we fix that? Because nobody wants to be sitting at their desk, supposed to be charming their boss with Venus Venus in Libra, while their brain is actually spinning out of control.
If we look at the charts to analyze the solution, remember that benefic enclosure with a bubble of good luck we talked about on August
Oh,
7th?
right, the lucky shield.
That bubble will actually act as a buffer to protect your physical health and your reputation during this stressful time.
Okay, that is a relief.
But you cannot just sit back and rely on luck. You have to actively release the tension from your body. You cannot think your way out of anxiety.
Right, because stress physically lives in the tissue of the body. You hold it in your shoulders, your jaw clenches up, your neck gets stiff. You can't just tell your brain to stop.
Exactly. So we look to the last quarter moon in Taurus that happens on August 6th.
What does a last quarter moon mean?
The last quarter moon is a specific moon phase that is all about releasing, shedding, and letting go of what you do not need before the new moon cycle begins.
Ah, okay.
Because it is in physical earthy Taurus, that is the perfect time to release physical tension. Book a deep tissue massage. Do some intense stretching on the living room floor.
Just get into the body.
Yes. Go for a long, slow walk outside in nature. And above all, when that fast mental anxiety hits on August 7th from the Gemini moon, you have to remember to breathe deeply.
It sounds almost too simple. Just breathe.
Simple is what works. When you are panicked, your breathing gets shallow, which tells your brain you are in danger.
Oh, right. The fight or flight response.
Stop what you are doing, close your eyes, and take 10 very slow, deep breaths right down into your stomach. It physically forces your nervous system to understand that you are safe.
Simple is usually the best way to handle big stress. Just breathe, let the lucky planetary bubble do its thing, and whatever you do, don't get into a shouting match with the coworker about the marketing budget.
Exactly. Just let it go.
Now, let's move out of the office. I want to transition from that busy, slightly stressful mental energy of the work week into the softer, much more focused energy of the weekend.
Yes, the weekend is very different.
Because looking at August 9, there is a very real shift happening. The friction goes away.
A huge shift. On Sunday, August 9, two big things happen in the charts that change the mood entirely.
What are they?
First, the moon leaves busy Gemini and enters Cancer. Second, Mercury leaves Cancer and enters Leo.
Okay, let's look at the moon first.
Cancer is your exact opposite sign, Capricorn. You are the sign of public achievement, career, and reputation. Cancer is the sign of the home, the family, private life, and deep emotional roots.
So they are on completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yes. In astrology, we call this an axis. So when the moon enters Cancer, your entire focus naturally swings away from the public world and points directly toward nurturing your closest relationships.
So the ambition just turns off.
The ambition turns off.
So work is finally off the table. The laptop is closed.
Completely closed.
Yeah.
Your emotional health and your sense of belonging become your #1 priority on this day.
That sounds like a nice break.
It is. The symbol for Cancer is the crab, right? The crab has a hard shell to protect its very soft interior.
Right.
The charts are telling you that you must spend time with people who make you feel completely safe to come out of your shell. You need to feel supported without having to perform or achieve anything.
No networking.
This is absolutely not the day for professional networking, going to a loud party, or hanging out with casual acquaintances. You need your inner circle. You need the people who know your history.
That sounds really lovely. It sounds like a Sunday to just wear your oldest, most comfortable clothes, sit on the couch, and be totally yourself.
Exactly.
How does this Cancer moon affect romance, though?
It makes August 9 the most romantic day of the entire week for you.
Oh, wow. The most romantic day.
Yes. Because Cancer is your opposite sign, it naturally rules your sector of partnerships and marriage. The Cancer moon puts a massive warm spotlight on your closest bond.
That is beautiful.
You can expect beautiful, deep conversations and very quiet, safe intimacy. If you're with someone, this is the night to cancel any plans, stay in, cook a warm meal together, and just talk about your feelings and your dreams.
That sounds perfect. But wait, what about Mercury entering Leo on the exact same day? Let's analyze that. Mercury is the planet of how we talk, how we think, and how we process information. Leo is a fire sign that is loud, bold, confident, and loves to be the center of attention.
Correct.
How does a loud, fiery Mercury fit into this quiet, private, romantic weekend? That feels like another contradiction to me.
It does seem like one on the surface, but it fits perfectly into the financial and planning side of your life.
How so?
Leo rules the heart, but it also rules courage and confidence. Mercury entering Leo gives you huge confidence to communicate your boldest ideas, specifically about shared resources, funding, and the future.
Okay, I see.
So if you combine that bold communication with the trust and intimacy of the Cancer Moon weekend, it is the absolute best day to sit down with your partner or even a trusted financial advisor to plan out the heavy, serious stuff.
Oh, I see. Because you feel emotionally safe, you are brave enough to talk about the scary stuff.
Exactly. We are talking about mapping out taxes, discussing long-term investments, organizing joint bank accounts, or talking about how you want to fund your children's education.
Those are usually really stressful topics.
They are. But with Mercury in Leo, you speak from the heart with confidence. And with the moon in Cancer, you do it with total empathy for your partner.
I absolutely love this balance. It is so perfectly tailored for this sign.
It really is a great setup.
Spending Sunday mornings sitting at the kitchen table, looking at investment portfolios and organizing taxes, and then spending Sunday night having deep, quiet, romantic talks on the couch.
It is the ultimate Capricorn weekend.
It is. You get the practical, real-world security and the emotional safety all in one neat package.
It really is. When a Capricorn feels financially secure and knows there is a solid plan in place, they can finally drop their guard and open their heart to romance.
The two things are totally linked for them.
Yes, the two things are deeply connected for you. You cannot relax if the bills aren't paid.
So true. But knowing how you will feel and what the planets are doing is only half the battle.
What is the other half?
Knowing who to surround yourself with and honestly who to run away from is just as important given how intense this astro data is. Energy is contagious.
It absolutely is.
So let's talk about your cosmic companions for the week. Based on these specific charts, who is your best match right now and who is going to drive you absolutely crazy?
Your absolute best match for this week is Taurus.
Taurus.
Yeah. Taurus is an earth sign, just like you, and they are going to be your absolute rock.
Why are they such a good fit for this specific week? Is it just because they are both earth signs, or is there something in the charts linking them?
It goes back directly to the chart movements we discussed earlier.
Yeah.
Remember that August 5 moon in Taurus?
Oh, right, the grounding moon.
Exactly. That transit brings a calming, highly productive energy that both of you intuitively love and understand. You both crave physical stability and financial growth.
So you are on the same wavelength.
You speak the exact same language of practical building. Then, on the August 6th, last quarter moon, you and your Taurus friend or partner will find it incredibly easy to work together to cut out things you do not need.
Like what? What are we cutting out?
Like if you need to stop wasteful spending or break a bad habit of ordering expensive takeout every night or just clean out the garage.
Oh, that sounds so productive.
Your Taurus friend will hold you accountable in the most loving, steady way. They won't judge you. They will just help you do the work.
That is so helpful. It is so much easier to stick to a budget or a difficult goal when someone is doing it right alongside you, keeping pace.
Exactly. And on August 7, when that powerful Sun and Saturn connection happens, giving you the energy to crush a major career goal, Taurus is right there with you.
Are they helping with the work?
Taurus provides the stubborn, unyielding endurance you need. If you get tired or want to quit, Taurus will calmly say, no, we said we were going to finish this, so we are finishing it.
You need a friend like that.
And finally, remember that August 3 Chiron retrograde, the healing energy for the inner child.
Yes, the wounded healer.
You and Taurus can really help each other heal old, deep fears about money and security this week. You can talk about your fears of poverty or failure without any judgment. Your bond is rock solid right now.
I love that. Find a Taurus, hug a Taurus, and keep them very close to you this week.
Definitely.
Okay, so we know who the hero is, who is the villain,
Yeah.
who is the worst match, who is going to ruin my careful hard work.
I'm sorry to say it, but Aries will be an absolute nightmare for you to deal with this week.
Uh-oh. Why is Aries so difficult right now? They are a fire sign, so I know there is natural friction, but what is happening in the charts to make it worse?
It is a fundamental clash of styles that is heavily amplified by the current planetary movements.
How so?
You, Capricorn, are all about patience, strategy, and long-term planning. You like to build things brick by brick, ensuring the foundation is perfect.
Right. And Aries.
Aries is a cardinal fire sign.
Yeah.
Aries wants everything done yesterday. They want to smash through walls. They have absolutely zero patience for your careful planning.
That sounds exhausting to be around when you are trying to concentrate. How does it play out with the specific transits we just talked about?
Let's look at August 7, when the Sun makes that great trine to Saturn in Aries.
Right, the superhuman endurance transit.
We analyzed how you will use that smooth energy for discipline and endurance to finish tough tasks. Well, Aries is going to use that exact same energy to be incredibly bossy, loud, and demanding towards you.
Oh, no.
Because Saturn is in their sign, they feel like they are the authority. They will try to take over your projects, look over your shoulder, and tell you how to do things much faster, which will just completely mess up your careful system.
Oh, that is the fastest possible way to make a Capricorn angry. Tell them they're doing their job wrong, or tell them to rush a job they're doing perfectly.
Exactly. And it gets worse.
It gets worse.
On August 4, that Mars and Lilith clash we talked about,
Yeah.
Mars is the ruling planet of Aries.
Ah, I see.
So when Mars gets into a tug of war with rebellious Lilith, it brings out very reckless, aggressive, and impulsive behavior in Aries.
So they are going to act out.
They will want to take huge, uncalculated risks just for the thrill of it. They might want to gamble with a business project, launch something before it is ready, or do something impulsive that directly threatens your hard-earned sense of security.
That is terrifying for a Capricorn.
And by the time we reach August 9, when the moon is in Cancer and you just want peace, quiet, and emotional safety, the tension between your careful goals and their impulsive, loud actions will completely boil over.
You will feel like you are babysitting a wild child. I'm picturing that Aries energy like a fireworks show inside a china shop.
That is a very accurate picture.
You, the Capricorn, has spent years building this beautiful shop full of delicate, valuable, perfectly organized things, and the Aries is just running around in circles holding lit sparklers, bumping into the shelves.
Yeah, they don't mean to break things, but they do.
It's not that they want to destroy your things, it's just that their energy needs oxygen to burn, and your energy requires careful stillness. They are literally suffocating your peace. Keep a very safe distance from that chaotic energy this week. Do not let them rush you.
That is an excellent way to put it, and excellent advice. Do not let their false sense of urgency become your actual emergency. Protect your physical and mental space.
Okay, to wrap up all this incredible chart information, I want to give the listener the quick, actionable tools they can carry in their pocket this week. We call this the Capricorn Toolkit for August 3 to August 9. Let's start with the color of the week. What color should they be wearing, decorating with, or focusing on?
The color of the week for Capricorn is brown.
Brown! I have to admit, some people might think that is a bit of a plain or boring choice. Why brown?
It makes perfect sense when you analyze the psychology of the charts this week. Brown is the ultimate grounding earth color.
Oh, like the soil.
Exactly. It represents the soil, the deep roots of old trees, stability and absolute reality. With all the high-flying career energy happening from Venus and the mental anxiety and overthinking coming from the Gemini moon, you need something very real to anchor your nervous system.
So wearing brown helps with that.
Wearing brown clothing, choosing brown accessories, or even just having natural brown wooden items around your workspace keeps you mentally stable and secure while your career takes off. It is a subconscious reminder to stay rooted in reality.
I love that. Stay firmly rooted in the dirt while you reach for the sky. It is very practical magic.
Okay.
What are the best specific dates for them to circle in red ink on their calendar?
Your absolute best dates to take action are August 5 and August 6.
Just to remind you all, circle August 5 for getting grounded, stepping away from the desk, and healing that inner child. And definitely circle August 6 for that major career boost, charming the boss, and asking for the income increase with Venus. And finally, what are the lucky numbers for the week?
Your lucky numbers drawn from the astro data are 10, 17, 26, 31, 40, and 47.
Write those down somewhere safe. 10, 17, 26, 31, 40, and 47. So what does this all mean when we put the puzzle pieces together? Let me do a rapid-fire summary for you. You need to actually heal your inner child and let yourself rest without looking at your phone and feeling guilt. You need to use your natural balanced charm to win over your bosses and ask for the money you deserve. You need to absolutely avoid arguing about the budget with coworkers on Tuesday. You need to focus on quiet, safe romance over the weekend. And for goodness sake, hug a Taurus and run far away from anyone acting like an Aries.
That covers the practical daily steps beautifully.
Thank you.
But if we analyze this and connect it to the bigger picture of your life, I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over based on the charts.
Oh, let's hear it.
This week proves, without a doubt, that you have the tools, the discipline, and the cosmic support to build a massive, wealthy empire. You are incredibly good at building.
They really are.
But if you do not take the time to heal your inner child, and if you do not let yourself actually experience joy, rest, and love, well, who is that empire really for?
Wow, that is a deep question.
What is the point of all those bricks? A kingdom is only worth building if you can actually enjoy living inside of it. Take the time to actually enjoy your kingdom this week, Capricorn.
A kingdom is only worth building if you can enjoy living in it. What an amazing, powerful thought to end on. Thank you so much to everyone for listening to this episode on Horoscope TV. I really hope you feel prepared and ready to tackle this week with complete confidence. If you loved this conversation, please subscribe right now so you can get notified the very moment the next episode is available. Have a great week, Capricorns.